The local government news roundup is supported this month by the National Growth Areas Alliance Emerging Growth Areas Forum. Australia is working towards 1.2 million new homes over 5 years, and growth councils are on the front line of delivering them. It's not just about land release and planning approvals, it's about getting the roads, drainage, schools, libraries and community infrastructure right from day one. And that's the focus of the 2026 Emerging Growth Areas Forum, hosted by the National Growth Areas Alliance on Tuesday the 4th of August at Hume City Council Town Hall in Broadmeadows. It's running alongside the NGAA National Congress. For the first time, council leaders from emerging and established growth areas will come together to share what's worked and what hasn't in managing rapid growth, covering organisational readiness, working with developers, building community trust, and making the case for state and federal investment. If your council is facing rapid population growth, this is a forum built for you. Registration is open now to all local governments. Head to the NGAA website, ngaa.org.au, to secure your place. Coming up, a governance crisis deepens at Hepburn. Now the mayor has been stood down. A court orders penalties and dogs destroyed after an attack. Casey flags green Wedge alarm. A mayor moves to quell wind farm heavy haul fears. A controversial traffic plan reversed after community backlash. Hobart councillors warned over demeaning conduct. A sacked CEO launches legal action. And a warning for South Australian councils over confidential information leaks. Hello, it's Chris Eddy back with more local government news from across Australia and beyond on the Local Government News Roundup. Brought to you by the Victorian Local Governance Association, the national broadcaster on all things local government, Symphony 3, simple, connected customer experiences, and Rath Engineering Development, smarter local government systems built from real on-the-ground experience. It's Monday the 13th of July. Heading today's edition, Hepburn Shire Council Mayor, Councillor Tony Clark, has been automatically stood down after being served with alleged criminal charges in a private prosecution. The council says the matter has not involved an investigation by Victoria Police or any public prosecutorial authority, but under the Local Government Act, the stand down is automatic while the case proceeds through the courts. Deputy Mayor Councillor Shirley Cornish steps into the mayoral role in the interim. Councillor Clark is the third senior Hepburn Shire figure caught up in a private prosecution this year. Councillor Don Henderson, a former mayor, was stood down in March over an alleged misuse of position in action brought by a private prosecutor, local businessman David Penman. Chief Executive Bradley Thomas was charged in the same matter with alleged unlawful expenditure of ratepayer funds and remains in his role. He has, however, resigned his position and is due to depart the council next month. The council says it's constrained in commenting further while the matters are before the courts, but has welcomed proposed state reforms that would end automatic stand-downs for councillors in similar circumstances. Councillor Clark told the ABC that the unproven charges were exploiting a loophole that undermined local government and is a, quote, threat to our democracy. We will bring you more on this story as it develops. Keep an eye on our website as well, lgnewsroundup.com, for breaking news updates. To other news now, and Latrobe City Council has successfully prosecuted a pet owner following a serious dog attack. The Latrobe Magistrates Court ordered the owner to pay more than $17,000 in fines and costs and issued destruction orders for both dogs under the Domestic Animals Act. Council CEO Stephen Piacente said serious dog attacks can have significant impacts on victims, families and the broader community, and encouraged all pet owners to understand and meet their responsibilities to help maintain a safe community. Casey Council has raised concerns over a proposed 12-fold expansion of a Cranbourne South school within the Western Port Green Wedge. Australian Christian College Casey wants to grow from 125 to 1,500 students in a $95 million staged development. The council isn't the decision maker. That sits with the state's Development Facilitation Program, but it has flagged traffic, parking and environmental concerns in its submission, alongside formal objections from local residents, according to the Cranbourne Star News. Warrnambool City Council's annual Community Satisfaction Survey has recorded declines across all 8 core measures, with overall performance dropping 6 points to 52 against a state average of 58. The Standard reported that councillors have described the results as a wake-up call, though Councillor Billy Edis argued council often copped blame for state government responsibilities. The council says the results were also shaped by change in survey methodology, moving to a mix of phone and online responses, which the survey provider suggested may have produced more critical scoring. And Alpine Shire Council has formally adopted a new domestic animal management plan, which includes the introduction of a 24-hour cat curfew. 75% of respondents to a community consultation supported the measure. There'll be a 12-month transition period, with full implementation set for July 2027. In New South Wales, Wollongong City Council has launched an immediate review of covered concrete cricket pitches at shared sporting grounds. The move follows safety concerns raised by local groups, including the Bulli Junior Football Club, in the wake of the tragic incident in Victoria last week. The council said the administration is currently working to relocate upcoming fixtures while balancing multi-sport community access. Balranald Mayor Councillor Louis Zafina has moved to calm concerns that the town's traffic islands and bollards could be removed to allow large wind farm trucks through the central business district. In a statement, Councillor Zafina said no formal plan is before council and any changes would only follow safety assessments and public consultation. The Sturt Highway is expected to carry oversized renewable energy convoys, with Balranald part of an 8-council task force pushing the state for road safety upgrades. Moree Plains Shire Council has welcomed a $138.3 million funding commitment in the state budget for the Moree Special Activation Precinct. The allocation will deliver critical enabling infrastructure for the regional industrial hub, with work starting next year. Meanwhile, the council is continuing to lobby federal and private stakeholders to secure completion of the local stages of the Inland Rail project. Port Stephens Council is asking residents to help decide the future bin collection schedule ahead of a new FOGO service launching in July next year. The weekly FOGO bin is locked in as part of a statewide push to halve food waste to landfill by 2030. But councillors are still weighing a weekly versus fortnightly general waste collection. That decision goes to the September council meeting, informed by a community survey which is open until the 4th of August. The New South Wales Planning Minister has issued an updated statement of expectations for councils, introducing new targets for development assessments. Average determination times must hit 90 days this year, dropping to 65 days by 2028. Average assessment times across the state have fallen by 31 days to 84 days, according to LG New South Wales. Councils must also spend a proportion of developer contributions on infrastructure annually. And the City of Ryde has acknowledged the passing of former 3-time Mayor Ivan Petch at the age of 87 on the 6th of July. Mr Petch spent nearly 30 years as a Ryde alderman and councillor, alongside serving as the state member for Gladesville from 1988 to 1995. Vale Ivan Petch. The Local Government News Roundup is brought to you in part by Symphony 3, which conducts a regular series of webinar on important topics for local government professionals. And coming up, IT projects in local government is the topic of a webinar on the 23rd of July. Chris Webber and Simon Adcock will share lessons from decades on the front line of local government IT, looking at what successful projects actually look like, where they go wrong, and the patterns every IT manager should recognise. There'll be lots of practical tips for you as well. This is on Thursday, the 23rd of July, online at 12 p.m. You can register now by heading to symphony3.com. Back to the news, and we're heading into Queensland, where Redland City Council's Audit and Risk Management Committee has demanded closer scrutiny over several major council projects and long-term financial risks. According to a report from the Redland Bayside News, the committee requested enhanced reporting on the organisation's multi-million-dollar digital transformation program, alongside a follow-up audit into the Birkdale Community Precinct. While the council's current cash position remains favourable, Members have also asked for a detailed post-budget analysis to assess underlying assumptions for the 2026-27 financial year. Flinders Shire Council is calling for urgent government intervention to protect Hughenden Anglican Church precinct from being sold. The property is currently listed for disposal under the National Redress Scheme. Mayor Kate Peddle warns that losing the town's last remaining place of worship, along with its co-located family playgroup building, will severely impact the community's social fabric. While supporting justice for survivors, the council is urging stakeholders to find a solution that keeps the infrastructure in public use. Noosa Council has reversed its traffic management plan for the Dunella Lake Bridge upgrade following extensive community and business feedback. Sunshine Coast News reports that a single-lane, two-way traffic arrangement managed by traffic lights will now be implemented, replacing the heavily criticised westbound closure. CEO Larry Sengstock said the change will not eliminate congestion, but aims to provide motorists with greater network choice while ensuring project delivery and safety. Palm Island Aboriginal Shire Council has welcomed the final determination of Queensland's electoral redistribution, confirming the community will remain within the Townsville electoral district. And more than 600 musicians have gathered during the Spark Ipswich Arts Festival in a bid to break the Guinness World Record for the largest trombone ensemble. Mayor Teresa Harding said the performance of the piece 76 trombones soared past the current record for the world's largest trombone ensemble of 368. That record was set in Washington, D.C. in 2012. The council is currently awaiting formal verification of the result from Guinness World Records. Tasmania's Office of Local Government has formally warned Hobart councillors over demeaning and disrespectful conduct at a recent meeting. The Mercury reports that in a strongly worded letter, Acting Director of Local Government Luke Gregory said that behaviour during a 5.5-hour debate on June 29 fell well short of the standards expected of community leaders. While no regulatory action is being taken yet, councillors have been urged to improve communication ahead of elections in October. 3 councillors from differing political lines have reportedly since pledged to end the infighting and work cooperatively. The Tasmanian Civil and Administrative Tribunal has overturned Glenorchy City Council's refusal of a 12-unit social housing development in Claremont. Council rejected the modular project over density and parking concerns, but the tribunal ruled it offers a significant community benefit amid acute housing shortages. Pulse Tasmania reported the permit mandates the units remain social housing for 10 years. Sacked Adelaide Hills Council Chief Executive Greg Georgopoulos has confirmed he is taking legal action against the municipality following his abrupt dismissal last week. The council has terminated the employment relationship, citing evolving strategic priorities, appointing Environment and Infrastructure Director Jade Ballantyne as acting chief executive. Mr Georgopoulos told The Advertiser he has initiated legal proceedings regarding the exit, which follows a turbulent period marked by the resignation of the former mayor and significant staff turnover. South Australia's Ombudsman Emily Strickland has put every council in the state on notice, according to Adelaide Now. The warning follows complaints that confidential legal advice was shared by elected members with private solicitors and members of the public. The alleged conduct would breach the Local Government Act, which bars councillors from disclosing confidential council information. Ms Strickland hasn't launched a formal investigation, but says future complaints will be assessed with this warning in mind. And WA's Shire of Gingin has secured $458,000 in state government funding to tackle severe coastal erosion in North Lancelin. Following a ministerial meeting, the council confirmed the Coast WA emergency funds will back immediate mitigation works, including rock bags and dune stabilisation. The Shire is planning a community workshop with coastal experts as it investigates long-term options beyond sand renourishment. Ahead of some global news, a word from our major sponsor, the VLGA, which has opened bookings for its 2026 mayoral leadership program, providing mayors and deputy mayors with targeted knowledge to fulfil their roles with a high degree of competency. It's directly aligned with the mandatory regulatory requirements and, in addition to upskilling, presents an opportunity for mayors and deputies to foster and strengthen connections and establish support networks at the beginning of their term. The program is designed to equip mayors and deputies to lead their council as well as to satisfy the legislative requirements to undertake induction training within 1 month of election to the role. Now, we know mayoral elections won't be finalised until around mid-November, but you can register now under your governance manager or mayor and councillor's office to secure early bird prices. Head to the VLGA website to find out more. Now let's round up some global stories of interest. We'll start in the UK today with Suffolk County Council, where the leader Michael Hadwin is facing criticism over an £18,500 office refurbishment at the authority's headquarters. Freedom of Information disclosures reported by the BBC detail spending on enhanced access control and workspace modifications. Management defended the expenditure as necessary to support cabinet collaboration and confidential executive meetings. Meanwhile, Reform UK has retained a seat on Gateshead Council following a close by-election recount. The BBC reports that candidate Lindsay Atkinson secured the High Fell ward by just 5 votes. The poll was triggered by a councillor's resignation mere days after May's local government elections. And Staffordshire County Council is set to debate a new strict dress code that would ban councillors from wearing sportswear, shorts and items featuring political slogans or messages at official meetings. According to the BBC, the proposed constitutional changes aim to ensure elected members maintain a professional image that reflects the dignity of their role. If approved at this week's full council meeting, the policy will require smart casual attire as the standard baseline, with formal dress mandated for civic events. In the United States, the Mayor of London, Kentucky, Randall Weddle, has resigned on the weekend following an appeals court ruling upholding his impeachment. The court cited misconduct and willful neglect after Weddle secured a tourism loan using park property without council approval. The council had been set to vote on asking the state's Attorney General to remove him from office before the court's ruling was released. A successor is expected to be appointed today, according to WKYT News. Chicago City Council is considering a ban on elected officials and staff using insider knowledge to wager on online prediction markets. The Chicago Tribune reported that the council's Ethics Committee has unanimously advanced the measure following concerns over bets regarding local policy and council elections. A final vote is expected this week. And USA Today reports that gunshot detection technology is facing a fresh wave of controversy across the US, with several local governments halting deployments over accuracy and privacy concerns. In Roanoke, Virginia, dozens of sensors were installed at the wrong addresses due to a data entry error. San Jose and Champaign both dropped the technology after trials found it significantly underperformed accuracy claims, while in Jackson, Mississippi, devices remain on private property despite a removal request. Advocates continue to raise eavesdropping concerns, though the manufacturer maintains the devices don't record continuously. And finally, on a positive note, the Canadian municipality of Newmarket has permanently adopted a pandemic-era staff wellbeing initiative. Mayor John Taylor has appointed a Chief Positivity Officer to boost organisational morale and resilience, and it's now drawing interest from councils worldwide. More on that from CBC News. Let us know if you think your council would benefit from a Chief Positivity Officer. Use the comments function on our show notes page at lgnewsroundup.com if you'd like to. Now that's our show for today, episode number 615, the 13th of July 2026, brought to you by the VLGA, the national broadcaster on all things local government, Symphony 3, simple, connected, customer experiences, and Rath Engineering Development, smarter local government systems built from real on-the-ground experience. More information about this episode, including all the story links, as I say, can be found at lgnewsroundup.com. Don't forget to participate in our weekly poll for your thoughts on the use of body-worn cameras at your council. We'll have the results of that early next week. The Roundup is recorded in the city of Greater Geelong, Victoria, on the land of the Wadawurrung people of the Kulin Nation. Until next time, thanks for listening and bye for now. Support for the Local Government News Roundup comes from Rath Engineering Development, smarter systems for local government, like Red GMS, helping councils manage gravel pits and projects, track quality, test results, blending options and haulage, and know the true cost per tonne from day one. Rath Engineering Development can give you a one-off report that uses your existing pit data to pinpoint the best gravel sources for your next resheeting program or disaster restoration works, saving your council time and money. For local government systems built from real on-the-ground experience, talk to the team at Rath Engineering Development. Head to rathed.com.au to find out more.